Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. My name is Wolverine, and in between the last episode and this episode, a little known game called Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out, so I've been somewhat distracted. However, I have watched a few seconds of the previous episode and I pretty much know where we're up to. Found an asteroid, right? Oh yeah, we have to do the whole flying animation. And the low poly moons, yes, I don't miss them. Weirdly, they're not low poly when you actually look at them in this view, but when you look at them from the ship, they're really low resolution. It's very odd. Alright, standard asteroid belt. Shoulder to shoulder with asteroids wherever you go. Oh, some graphite. Fantastic. What's the blurb say? This ultra-dense asteroid contains a carbonaceous build-up around a metal core composed of an unknown alloy. It's likely it was part of an artificial structure centuries ago, remnant technology, or something entirely new. But we got a big lump of graphite from it, so we're not going to be short of pencils anytime soon. We've not explored any of the other planets in the Elaaden system, or Zabre system, whatever it's called. Let's see what interesting planets there are around here, shall we? Is it my imagination, or did that particular asteroid look ever so slightly green? Oh, I do love a ring planet. Double rings. Is that geological activity I see?
I'm picking up something.
Oh, you found something already? You can usually see whatever the something is from orbit, so let's have a quick look around. See if there's some big black scary blob. No, missed it. It's not that big. Oh, there it is. Yep, black scary blob thing. What is it?
Probes launched.
It's
A huge mineral deposit.
copper deposit. It's a noble metal. High conductivity makes it useful for a variety of purposes. It is now mine. So what can you tell me about Grogona? The radiation of the Zabre sun keeps much of Grogona molten at times. Oceans of magma thwart all but the fiercest attempts at exploration. A fierce attempt at exploration. Well, I was right about volcanic activity at least. Very screenshotable, these planets. Get rid of the show UI button, you stupid machine. You can't really zoom out though. Anyway. What else have we got? Debrachi. Sounds like a nice type of designer clothing to me. It's a very red part of space. Hydrogen? Hydrogen gives off a red glow normally, I think. Star Trek has taught me anything. Ooh, it's got a little moon.
Anomaly on sensors.
We can't scan the moon separately, or boo. Can we spot the black thing on the surface that is the anomaly? No, I don't know if we can. Polar regions? Oh, yep, it's a weird black blob.
Probe away.
Of
Getting a scan.
a crevasse. This narrow canyon is startlingly deep. A river of magma rich with minerals runs at the base, and alien technology, possibly old Angaran facilities, lines the walls. This must be the source of the planet's element 0. I just got some XP for that. Debrachi's nickel and cobalt surface defies the planet's intense heat to remain solid. Trace readings of element 0 are present but difficult to pinpoint. Well, we pinpointed them and we've only been here for a few seconds, but that's what you get for paying extra for the sensor package on your spaceship. And lastly, and probably leastly, H315. A very distant world that nobody has bothered to name, despite living in the system for I don't know how long they've been there. A year, at least? Yeah, there's a planet out there, which can't bother naming it. Hello, planet. We don't have a name for you, but you do have lightning storms. But nothing interesting on scanners. H315's day length is long enough and its atmosphere thin enough that its temperature can plummet at night. At either extreme, it should be considered hazardous. Atmospheric pressure 0. Surface temperature 815 degrees Celsius. Yep. Can tell why nobody bothered to name you. Right, I believe we have business outstanding at the Nexus, which is on this planet. And we have to go through all these systems to get there. We've never visited the Ericsson system, even though it's actually on our route. And we've never been to this place either, but that is, for some reason, we can't just go in a straight beeline from one to the other. I don't quite know why this is, because in the original Mass Effect games, you travelled these very large interstellar distances using Mass Effect relays, which would catapult you from one point to another, and you'd go in a relay from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and then to your final destination. But that's not the case in Mass Effect Andromeda. This is a very small cluster around a very large black hole whose name I've forgotten. So we should be able to just go there to there because they're not actually that far apart. Anyway, I'm digressing. We're going to have to pass through Ericsson one way or another. I mean, we don't have to. We could just skip over it like we have done in the past. But I feel like exploring. Let's scan some planets. Do spacey things. Sat on that awful desert planet for far too long. Oh.
So this is where the human ark first entered Helios?
What?
Heck of a wake-up call.
Ooh. Ah. So, okay, I didn't know that. Apparently this is where our ship first crashed into all this junk. The Scourge. And we immediately moved on to the Nexus and didn't bother scanning anything. Although we took the time to name things. Markland. I like it. I had a friend called Mark. He was a wonderful chap and I'd happily name a planet after him. Although we appear to be going to the moon and not the planet. Gas giant. A really big moon for a gas giant, I think. With nothing of interest. Markland is a large frozen world with a surface composed mostly of silica with deposits of cobalt. The planet's albedo is unexpectedly dark, suggesting geological activity or contamination from the Scourge. Albedo being the amount of light it reflects off its parent star. Surface temperature minus 201 degrees Celsius. Huh. Oh, did not mean to zoom out quite that far. Once again, very screenshotable. Get all that Scourge business going on in the background, although you can't get rid of that hide UI thing, which is incredibly stupid. Oh no, it's gone. There you go. Get yourself a nice desktop picture. Okie dokie. Vinland. Let's go to Vinland, shall we? Are all of these planets called something land? I mean, there's no rule about naming planets. I mean, there is in our solar system. It's something to do with ancient Greek gods, I think. Ooh, look at all that lit up Scourge that's touching the star. That's weird.
Anomaly on sensors.
Ooh, a thing. It's a very blue planet. Let's read the thing before we find the anomaly. It's a small, rocky world with a pressure cooker atmosphere composed of argon and carbon dioxide. Its valuable cobalt deposits would require robotic mining due to volatile surface gases. Argon and carbon dioxide are not volatile. Oh, it's a big hole. Pardon me. I just burped.
We've got a crater.
We do have a crater. Caused by the impact of heavy debris, possibly from the Scourge, the meteorite still contains valuable resources. Ooh. Hypervelocity... element 0. Also known as element... plot device. Looks a bit like, what do you call it? Pluto. I like how the camera reacts to the light, and you can't see the stars in the background if there's too much light in the foreground, in the focus. Habitat 7. Ah, that's where I fell out of my shuttle. Also, my character's father died there. I should probably have feelings about this planet. Yes, this planet was a meteorological nightmare. Even visual scans show that Habitat 7 is no longer a promising settlement world. The planet's atmosphere is largely argon nitrogen, and little of the projected plant life has survived. Average atmospheric pressure 2.3 times Earth, I suppose. Surface temperature 17 degrees Celsius. I'd welcome 17 degrees Celsius right now, to be honest.
Probe away.
What's the probey thing?
Satellite detected.
Oh, we left a satellite behind. Registration shows it's deployed accidentally from the Hyperion during a collision with the Scourge. Oh, does that mean you accidentally deployed something that looks bigger than the ISS? Well, there we go. Check that out. You accidentally deploy a multi-million-pound satellite. Welcome to Mass Effect. I like how the solar panels are arranged so that they block each other. Who the hell came up with that design? Make a space station. Alright, does it have to be accurate? No, just knock yourself out. There you go, space station. Anyway. Right, we accidentally dropped a satellite. Sorry everybody. Wow, it does look all blighted and burnt. Home for humanity indeed. No thank you. See why we haven't come back here. I think, if I vaguely remember, it actually does turn up later in the story, but I could be wrong. I think it is just a one and done. You don't get to land there again. Crazy planet with just lightning coming at you sideways. And it's orange planet.
I'm picking up something.
Ah, you know. Elaaden. Elaaden? Named for the first landing of the human explorer Leif Erikson, Elaaden's crust is largely composed of aluminium with sulfur deposits brought to the surface via volcanic activity, and it has a black blob of...
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
aluminium. Close to the surface, easy to mine, and now, mine. Mine to mine. I thought this was going to be like Titan with a really high pressure, what's it, atmosphere? Methane atmosphere. Titan being the largest moon orbiting Saturn. Righty-ho. Okay, we're done exploring Erikson, and it's named after somebody I've never heard of, or probably should have. We have side quests over here. Odds are the side quest might have a resolution on the Nexus, so we should probably do this first. I don't actually know where the main quest is taking us at the moment. It's It suddenly seemed like we had a lot of urgent things to do, and we did the one thing, and now nobody seems to care anymore, so whatever. I'm sure it's in my logbook somewhere.
Tekunis. Why does that sound familiar?
They named it after the Tekunis expedition, the first Solarians to reach the Citadel. It's a big name to live up to.
I'm
Indeed.
picking up something.
You found something interesting already? I don't see a asteroid belt. Oh, hey, nearly found it already. There it is, a little glowy thing.
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Comet Tomoko's arrow. Well, found ourselves a comet. These usually look ridiculous if I remember rightly. They have huge chunks of themselves flying away. Like, more than the comet could ever possibly hold in itself seems to fall away in a matter of seconds. It's not a very good graphic. No, it's not terrible. Oh no, it's pretty bad. The orbit of the Stargazer has persisted despite the scourge and other hazards. Likely it will withstand even a significant attempt to mine its core elements, which in this case is platinum, which is now mine. Yeah, sorry, but the comets in this game do look rubbish. Although this one doesn't look a bit like that duck comet we have in our system. Rosetta something. Rosetta was the name of the mission that found it. Anyway, what planets we got called? This one's the nameless H-523. Goodbye, ugly comet. Appears to have been a rogue planet captured by Tekunis gravity and brought into an unusual orbit around the star. Long-term study of its composition may reveal more of its origins. Huh. There are some scientists who will tell you that there is planets in our own system that have ended up here by accident. They're rogue planets. I forget which though. I mean, it's basically good for an eclipse shot, and that's about it. Although it looks like they run out of texture around this point. Anyway. Right. Mosiba. Mosivis. Mosino. Vinveco. And Slova. I'm going to say this one. Mosivis. What? Oh, it messes with my head when the camera moves like that. You may wonder why the starship doesn't just go in a beeline from one planet to another. Well, there's a good reason for that. Orbital mechanics. You actually work... This is the exact same planet. You're actually working a lot harder to fight the gravity of the system if you take a straight line. Even in a super spaceship 600 years in the future. The outermost of Tekunis' three sibling worlds, Mosivis is a mountainous planet of lime and potassium. Is it now? Well, Mosivis, I hope we never see you again. Mosiba. What's your deal? Have you got the same texture as the other two planets, or what? No, you have many, many craters, like Mercury.
I'm picking up something.
Ooh. I see it. I see it. There it is. Yeah. One of the three rocky planets named for the stones of life of ancient Solarian religion, Mosiba is the smallest and hottest of the triad. Check you out, Mosiba, you're the smallest and hottest.
Probe away.
It's
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
beryllium. Lightweight construction, applications, blah blah blah. Mine. The beryllium sphere. Excellent. This planet looks horribly dangerous. It's very close to its sun and an awful lot of its atmosphere has been ejected into orbit.
I'm picking up something.
Ah, yeah. Oh, there it is, glowy thing. I spotted it, I spotted it. I saw it first. Yeah, located it. Anyway. The hydrogen-helium atmosphere of the gas giant has been slowly stripped away over hundreds of millions of years, consumed by the Takunis sun. Given time, it may be reduced to a terrestrial world. Well, yes, as it turns out, I only learned this quite recently, gas giants do actually have a terrestrial world in the middle of them, so Jupiter's got a little Earth in the centre of it somewhere-ish, except that it's under so much pressure that it's barely recognisable as a planet anymore. The planet in the middle is bigger than any terrestrial world you or I have ever seen, because it had to be a certain mass to start holding on to hydrogen and helium, which are the lightest elements in the universe. So if your mass isn't high enough, you can't hold on to hydrogen and helium, and you end up with an Earth or something else. So there's a really big planet in the middle of this thing, and it may eventually be revealed in millions of years.
Deploying probe.
Off you've got.
Satellite detected.
Oh, another satellite. No longer transmitting its findings, appears to have been damaged by a gradual descent into the gas giant's atmosphere. ID unknown. Severe damage to broadcast array. Status active. Huh. And I got some Milky Way research data. Who the hell sent this thing? Is it Angaran? Well, it's functioning and we stole its data, so that's mine now. Thank you very much. Okay. Mosino. I wish you wouldn't flip us around like that. Is it my imagination, or are these three similar planets just all very similar? The largest of the three is a hot surface and extremely thin atmosphere composed of methane and argon. For pressure of 0. That's interesting. And lastly, but probably least, Slova. Does this one have a quest? I feel like there's a quest we've not finished yet. We may have to land. I don't remember landing on Slova. I don't think we're going to have. Oh no, it's green. Oh no. What have we gotten ourselves in for? Oh, nothing. Okay, fine. Despite its ferocious heat and thick, methane-rich atmosphere, Slova might have been capable of supporting microbial life millions of years ago. Huh, it looks so inviting. Well, there is no quest here. We can leave. I'm glad we came because there was no reason to visit. Right. Nexus. Hand in some side quests. I'll pick up some other main quests, maybe. And possibly let people out of cold storage. Which probably should have been doing quite a lot. Oh, so many people going to be mad at me when I get there. It's not often we go to the Nexus. I've been neglecting it for a while now. Where are you? There you are. We've explored this system, I'm pretty sure of it. There we go. Docking bay. Yes, we have a few quests to hang in. Jesus. Right. Let me just, I'm going to have a word with the crew. Exits. This. See if anybody got anything to say before I dock, as it were. Oh wow, good view of the Nexus. Suvi, how are you feeling?
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
We should learn.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
You'll be fine. Terraform is gonna... Don't care.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Is that your real accent? That's something that's bothered me for a long time. It sounds like you're putting it on. Do you speak like that all the time? Kello.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
Callow helped design this ship, so I can imagine he's a bit precious about anybody changing anything. Have I got any interesting emails? Message from Vold Intel on Ket. Greetings, Pathfinder. My name is Raylis. I serve the Ungaran Resistance. Some of our scouts have returned with interesting information about the Ket that I'm certain will intrigue you. I'll wait for you on Vault. Just email it me. It's fine. Aya diplomatic efforts from Duran Tan. When we left our old home, we never planned on having to negotiate with an alien civilization for a new one. It's vital we placate the Angara and keep them on our side. They've opened an embassy on Aya, and our diplomatic team is already settling in. I'm counting on you to ensure our success. You've established ties with the resistant leader, the Moshai, and Aya's governor. Do all you can to learn everything about them and their supporters. The better we understand Aya's political structure, the more successful we'll be gaining their help colonizing Helios, Director Tan. So he's the guy in charge of the Nexus who nobody likes because he was like 50th in line and he's refusing to have any kind of democracy for the time being because of emergency situations, which is basically a dictatorship. So he's basically telling me to do stuff I'm already doing, but he wants it to sound like his idea. I will acknowledge. Something suspicious from Sid. I hope you're doing good out there. Vetra tells me things, but not the things I know she thinks will upset me. Even now, after everything with Merryweather. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, there's something weird going on with the Nexus. I just found some stuff that doesn't quite add up. Maybe it adds up to numbers we don't like. It's hard to explain. If you've got time, we could talk about it in person maybe. I'll be in ops. Okay. Sid, what did we say? Vetra told you not to mess around and get yourself hurt. What else? 18 messages left. Outpost coordinator regarding returned supplies. All medical supplies reclaimed from outlaw bases have been dispersed to initiative outposts and AOE teams. Thank you for your assistance. Next supplies. Done. Good. Lexi, serum update. I've been monitoring the scavenger you administered the serum to. Oh yeah, we were performing illegal genetic experiments on them, weren't we? We were. I'm sorry, but we were. His neural responses have improved dramatically, and he looks to be making progress. But, and this is the weird part, he does seem to be displaying signs of slight depression. Whatever was affecting his brain chemistry seems to have been releasing dopamine into his system, and now he's suffering withdrawal. I think he'll even out after a few weeks, but I'm keeping an eye on him. In the meantime, I'll forward my results to the Nexus. If we're lucky, we can use this to stop neural decay before it happens. Callow, stress tests. Dear Ryder. Hello, Ryder. Quite the rescue. The Tempest isn't intended for these kind of operations, but she's performing splendidly. Not that I encourage you risking your life for stress tests or anything. Still, well done. I spoke to the Moshai when I happened past Medbay. She left an impression, I must say. Patient, but remarkably driven. It's easy to see how she withstood the pressures of torture and that place. Sometimes I wonder what my people could do with a bit more time to be patient. Yeah, Kalos people only live for like 30 years or so. But they have very high metabolisms. Should be sleeping, but Gil. I worked for 42 hours straight. Ship's humming, called it quits to get a little shut-eye, but I'm wide awake here. Figured I'd use the time to practice my poetry. Didn't know I practiced poetry? Neither did I, probably because I don't, but here goes. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm not reading poetry, girl. Go back to sleep. Never mind. You know, I'm out here searching for a new purpose. Yeah, poetry ain't it. Thanks for listening. Enough said. Costa. Okay. I didn't listen, to be honest, mate. Let's pretend it never happened. From Vetra, about Kadara. One of my, quote, friends from Kadara sent a list of tips for surviving there. It's mostly common sense, but here are some gems. No one knows who the charlatan is. Asking is dangerous. Be really careful dealing with Sloane and anyone who works for her. Politics on Kadara are less about who's got the biggest stick and more about who's willing to use the sticks they have in creative ways. There's a hole in the wall placed in the slums that makes the best cup of Quilloa. Do not mix Quilloa with other stimulants, no matter what anyone says, humans only. Don't ask Umi the bartender to surprise you. I feel like I should have read this a long time ago, because Kadara was that planet with the sulfur. Yeah, I'm not reading these. Oh, quests. Oh, that guy who who emailed me a thing and didn't.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Yeah, no, I'm going to sort it in a bit. Oh wait, this is the airlock. Is PB in here? For some reason she likes to live in an escape pod. I mean, if you played Mass Effect 2, you'd understand why. Thank you.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation?
There she is.
No. This is you trying to figure me out. Categorize my flaws. Put a label on me. That isn't. Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you. And I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.
Did somebody say guinea pig? Hi, PB. Getting on alright with everyone?
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure that's a good idea.
Is that what we're doing? I'd forgotten. It's a terrible idea.
Of all the ideas so far, it's the one most likely to blow up in our face.
Oh, thanks for the inspiration. Any other bubbles you want to burst?
What do you know about Meridian?
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Does it though? I mean, what if it does something else, something horrible?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
We're talking about terraforming multiple planets and multiple star systems all at the same time. Does that sound like a good idea? Because no technology in the Milky Way could even come close to doing that.
Wait, Lexi, your dad was Turian? That explains so much. What's that supposed to mean? Here we go. You know,
A lot of dead insects in here.
not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch. I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
Oh,
Hey, Jal. Didn't mean to scare you.
What? I'm not scared. 1 second.
What's going on in here? You look busy.
If I'm busy, my mind is occupied with whatever I'm working on, rather than worrying.
okay.
I can see how that helped.
I'd like your advice on something.
Oh?
I'm making gifts for everyone. I have a list.
Gifts?
Do Turians like poetry? For Vetra, I'm writing a poem and engraving it on... I'm not sure yet.
I mean, what's his face, whose name I've forgotten, just sent me some poetry whilst he was sleep deprived, so, you know, there's no harm.
Who doesn't like a personalized poem?
Great. Maybe I could just recite it for her.
Make sure I'm there for that.
Liam seems to like my Rofgin. I might sew him one.
He does.
You can sew?
Do Krogan like knives?
Yes.
I could craft a ceremonial Angaran dagger for Drac.
He'd love a knife.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's mainly decorative.
He'll still
Would
kill someone with it.
you like one?
I would very much like one.
Jarl, this is a lot of work. What's really going on?
I'm sure that I seem confident and skilled to you,
And artistic too.
but I'm not. Or I don't feel
Oh
like I am.
no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, really? Romance? I know how you feel. Oh, that's common. I'm gonna say the least romantic
I think
option.
most people feel like that.
I want to fit in. I want to make a difference.
And most people probably think the same thing.
My family is well known. Our lineage is respected, and many of my kin have achieved great things. I've never been one of them.
What happened to
So
your
many
face?
older siblings and cousins who succeeded at everything.
Something bit you.
I stopped trying to keep up.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
You're gonna do great.
You're not in anyone's shadow here. I believe in you.
Oh, saying leadership things to be a leader. Fake it till you make it. Right, I think that message came up because for some reason the game chose that moment to tell me that this, what? How old is this game? Doesn't have network activities. Yes, that's true because they shut down a very long time ago.
Devil's advocate, okay?
Go for it.
With the Ket entrenched here and things as they are, maybe we should focus our efforts on leaving this cluster.
You mean quit? Run away?
Well, we came to find a new home, not a new enemy, right?
We knew this was a possible scenario, and we took the jump anyway.
What she said.
Yeah, we're not doing a Battlestar Galactica and spending centuries wandering across open space for a planet that's just the right kind of planet. We've found loads here, we're going to have them one way or the other. Jack! Up for a chat?
Thought you should know I keep finding crumbs here on the counter.
Okay.
So we have a few messy eaters on board.
I think something's nibbling our stores. Something that doesn't belong. Possibly something tasty.
I'll find it before you do.
I'll keep an eye out for stowaways.
How's it going, dude?
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Combat experience, Marder, Krogan colony. Yes, we just come from the colony. Let's talk about
Tell me
that.
more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable. The works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Well, I suppose you got to eat something.
I'd like to know about Morda.
She leads the colony, Clan Nakmor. We adopted her in a few centuries ago. Mortar's a fine warlord, proud but practical. As long as Tan doesn't have say over the clan, you'll be able to talk her back into the initiative. Something's gonna have to get done about Spender, though, or it'll get ugly again.
That's all for now. Any war stories?
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Anything else?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. They're friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Grenade practice.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
So, Chosen, it's not good to let too many of them get close to you at once.
No.
If they hit your shields, take a step back. Let me handle them. Bet you anything they're not used to being rushed by a Krogan.
Nobody's used to being rushed by a Krogan, because when you get rushed by a Krogan,
Tell me more about
you
fighting
die.
Ket.
Fire and explosives are good against anything with heavy armor. Or anything, really. Generally, no one likes being set on fire.
Generally? There's a story behind this.
Ha, there sure is.
Go on.
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire?
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. Saw it pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did.
Ah,
Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
excellent. Thank you, Drac. That was worth it. Cheers, bye.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Sure. That's all you got to say to finish that off with. E. Follow the crumb trail. Hold options to track. Wait, oh. Crumbs. I'm not detecting any crumbs, Drac. Have you eaten them? Inoperative EVA module. It's damaged but shows signs of adaptations to Angaran technology and other tinkering. Nope. I'm not detecting anything whatsoever, mate. Okay. What are you up to in here, Gil? Hello.
Gil, here's that Ket transponder. The spy used it to get his orders.
Yeah, that thing that I
What
did.
do we need from it?
The location it points to should give us a fix on the Archon's ship.
Oh, did I just do a main quest by accident? Damn it.
Right.
You alright?
Think you can figure it out?
I've been looking over the care tech we found so far. It may be a different galaxy, but physics still applies. Only so many ways of communicating across space. There. Give it a shot.
Did you connect the...
Oh.
Shit, turn it off. Careful. That is a direct line to people who want to murder everyone on this ship.
Sam?
I have the coordinates. The signal points to the Tafino system.
Oh.
We sure we want to do this?
We don't have much choice, to be honest, mate.
I
They're
know
in
we're still
trouble.
getting our feet wet, but I don't see another choice.
I knew running off to Andromeda would be dangerous, but shit. This is dangerous.
Only if we die.
Well, yep, I accidentally did a main quest. And I don't know why, but now I have a pointer going that way. Journal. Hunting the Archon. Deselect that. Okay. Additional tasks. Pardon me. Infection. Pathfinder. Hero. Where is it? Little mouse. No, that's not it. What's infection? Scan the scavengers' bodies. No. No, it doesn't appear to be appearing as a quest anymore. Oh well, what a shame. How sad and all that. Who needs stairs? Right, any crumbs around here? Oh, hello. What this? Hello. Those are some
Something's
big
nesting
crumbs.
here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder. We've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
Build a trap at the research centre. Okay. That's through here, I think. Nope. That's the way out of the ship. I'm on the wrong damn deck. Why is this such a weird ship? I'm always getting lost on it. Video games and ladders. Okay. Let's build our little mousetrap. Research centre, it said, didn't it? Research? Weapons, armour and augmentations. No. Development. Weapons, armour, nomad, special, humane trap. Craft. Yes. Humane trap added to inventory. Fantastic. What is this thing anyway? I've never used it before. Allows the occupants of the Nomad to detect enemies through obstacles at a range of up to 75 meters. Huh. That seems useful. Do that. Great. What else we got? Emergency shield discharge. When the shields are entirely depleted, the shield shells will discharge, generating a shockwave that sends nearby enemies flying. Yes! This is what all that stuff I've been picking up's for. Improve suspension. 4-wheel drive mode. Improves the Nomad's top speed in 4-wheel drive mode. Requires more element 0. Ah, boo. Shield reset bonus. Upgrade shield cells to reduce the time it takes for shields to begin regenerating. Yes. Supercharge boost. Need more element 0. Element 0. Torque management. Improves torque in 6-wheel drive, allowing for a faster top speed in that mode. Yes. More speed and power. And we don't have enough copper for that one. Armour. Helmet. Different kinds of helmet. I quite like my helmet for its appearance, to be perfectly honest. What do I have? Pathfinder, Initiative, Maverick, blah, 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 blah. None of these are an N7 helmet. Do I have an N7 helmet? No, I've got an N7 gun. That helmet looks stupid. That helmet looks a bit basic. That one I can't see it. That one is a different kind of helmet, but also stupid. Stupid, stupid, don't like it. Looks like somebody made it in a shed. Nah, you're alright. And all of these other things. I'm sure they're all wonderful, but I'm not terribly interested. Guns. I tend to use assault rifles and pistols, don't I? Ah. M8 assault rifle. Or is it the Matic I'm using these days? I can't remember. There's a blueprint to make another one. Oh wait, compare on. There you go. Nah. Ready to develop. Oh, that's everything. Okay, fine. What does research do? Categories. Helios. Remnant and Milky Way. Cyclone assault rifle. Ghost assault rifle. Different kinds of flavours of assault rifle. Hyper Guardian helmets. Ooh, N7 arms. Yes, that's what we want. N7 helmet. Oh, that's where that research data gets spent. Okay. Oh, you need to buy them in order. Yes, I'll buy that. Research successfully. Adds their blueprints to the development screen when they can be crafted. Okay. Can I get that? Yes. Get the chest. Good. Arms. Yes. So if you don't know about the N7 helmet and armour and stuff, they were the default armour in the very first Mass Effect game. And they were only awarded to very, very skilled people. Like Commander Shepard. Helmet. Give me a nice helmet. Compare? No. I will have this one. Oh, I can add augmentations. I've got augmentations. Huh. Anti-armor, biotic damage booster, not interested in that. Medigel regulator. Bonus to one or more stats when used in development. Right. Oh. 2% max health. Yes. And this one. Newtonian multiplier. Weapon and gear power force. Combo. Blah blah blah. Shield boost. I understand shield boost and I'm going to have it. N7 helmet. Fantastic. Got a nice new helmet. N7 chest. Oh, I don't have enough copper. Boo. I do have enough for the arms, which are going to have a shield booster and Medigel regulator. Great. Can I get the arms? No, I cannot. I need a lot more copper. Okay, I got my rat trap and some other stuff. Place the trap at the creature's lair. That makes sense. When this door's quite ready to open. Yep. That's a perfectly normal way of getting down there. Hi, Cora. Didn't even see you there.
One trap, ready for a visitor. I'll leave it and see what we get.
Okay, good. Cora, how's it going? We're about to go back to the Nexus. Oh, too close.
Pirates, exiles, severed heads. Kadara Port's a peach, huh? And Sloane Kelly is the pit.
I like her.
Anything you needed?
No, not really. Bye.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
I could learn things about her, but I really can't be bothered. I'm just looking for things that might have quests attached to them. Or people who want me to finish off jobs. Occasionally the lines of dialogue do lead to you finding something out. Petra, how's it going?
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
He's fine. He's making poetry. Tell us more about the uprising when the Nexus basically fell apart and all hell broke
You were on
loose.
the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Okay. Very succinct.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Did I see a box of cereal? Several boxes of cereal. It's your fault the bloody insects wandering around the place. Well, it's your problem now as far as I'm concerned. Right, well, next time we shall go to the... what's it called? The Nexus? Yeah, the Nexus. And if you have been, thank you for watching. I've been Wolverine. This has been Mass Effect Andromeda. Tatty bye.